Sometimes you just have great in-laws. And this Christmas, my father-in-law got me this, which, her, Teegra, from the Fire and Ice. So if you've been following the channel for a while, you know I've gotten a couple figures from Icon Collectibles, great store. My father-in-law found this, and I'm super happy to have her. Of course, again, my wife's like, oh, another naked chick. I can't deny that this is half naked, or 90% naked, but I just love that movie, love those figures. I have Necron on pre-order. I'm excited. I'm waiting for them to do the other figures. It's probably going to be a whole thing. So before I go with the review, just make sure you check out DJC Collectibles, my sponsor. You can get anything Transformer at 10% off. You'll get the code at the end of the video. Now let's roll the intro, which is still kind of new.
But Father, I want to be with you when you meet Necron's man.
You will serve your people better here with your studies, my daughter. Give me your love.
You have it always, Father.
Alright, so you guys know me. I'm more of a Transformers guy than I am action figures and stuff like that. But I have a soft spot for a couple things. Minotaurs, Succubus, and Demons, which I reviewed on the channel. And then Frank Frazetta's artwork and the movie Fire and Ice hold a now really special place. Like, I rediscovered it last year and absolutely fell in love with it. So this is Teegra, one of the main characters from the movie. She's fantastic. She looks really good. I mean, yeah, sure, you can have, like, she's half naked most of the movie, but I really like that design. The tiger and everything. Well, panther, sorry. Oh, sorry, I'm just looking at the figure and didn't notice all the glare. So, yeah. Let's open this up. But just, give you the quick artwork of the box, or the product shots. This is what she comes with. Nice weapons. This is stuff we've seen in the movie. A description of the movie and the whole thing with the figure. Icon Collectibles. I strongly recommend that you guys check their Facebook page and their website. Same thing with Frazetta Girls. It's really worth it. Bakshi Production, that's the producer of the movie, Ralph Bakshi. I'm actually friends with him on Facebook, or I follow his page. Fun guy, and he sells, stills and sells of the movies and all of his other work, like Wizards and other stuff. So yeah, really good. All right, I'm gonna open this up. This is what you get from that box. Beautiful artwork of the Fire Nation or Fireland. I'm blanking out, sorry, of where she's from. That's where she gets kidnapped from, so I like that. It's just good artwork. You have this is, like, I played with it a little bit. This is the original head with eyelids for the Panther. Looks good. You don't see the Panther that much. She's at the beginning of the movie, and then after that she's out. Then you have the new head with a movable mouth, and the hinge is a little, it pulls on the left side, so you have to, if you want to close the mouth, you have to push it a little bit. But it looks really good without the eyelid, so that's more terrifying. This went completely in yesterday. I don't know why it's not today. Maybe it's because it's plugged in. The joint, like, I had to pull on that thing so hard to get the original head out. Why won't, there you go. So you can close them out, and then you can open it all the way to here. I like that. Good figure. No articulation at the leg, so this is a prop. She does have a rotation at the tail, and it moves up and down like that. Left to right. So It's a nice piece. Nice spear. That's something she stole from the subhumans after they get killed by some like giant iguana. So yeah, nice nice design, like nice grip. It's kind of hard to focus on those little things, little details, but it's a wooden shaft with a little leather grip. And then you have a rope to tie the steel tip on it, or maybe iron tip. It's really well done, and it slides in those hands pretty good. You have the branch she used. It's really nice, really well done. And then her knife. Nice hilt, leather hilt. Nice little guard. Sharp, a little damage, you know, weather worn. Nice weapon. She has, like, these are the original hands. She has very tiny joints. Really, really tiny. But you have to pull on those things super hard. And because it looks fragile because it's tiny, but so far they're quite solid. So you have these hands, and then you have like more open ones. So when you want to have her petting the cat, it's perfect. Like you have like, you know, lines in there and ridges and, you know, fingerprints almost. Love that. Okay, so the head, this is it doesn't come like that. I had to plug it in. Super hard to plug in. And again, I'm a Transformers collector. I'm not used to, you know, swapping hair and heads and stuff like that. But that's, you know, a windy shot. Looks good. More of a feisty face. Beautiful eyes, you know, the details, lipstick, teeth, the earrings, and the details of the hair itself. It looks really good, very well done. I'm impressed. You have the third head. She's smiling. She's having a good time. Very well done. Same earrings. And then the figure itself. So that's my favorite face. For some reason, I don't know, I can't get the hair to plug on this as good as it was. Because I like I said, I played around with it. So this is molded around her shoulders. This thing keeps moving. The pang. So yeah, so you can remove the head. It's really hard to do. Like those joints are tight. I'm terrified of the legs because I've seen so many pictures where this leg just snapped off. So you have to, I think since then they do like a little card inserts, and like the Conan figure had that, where they warn you to warm up the figure before playing with the joints. So I'm not going to move that one bit. And so far, just like that, she stands. She doesn't have any holes underneath. So I'm going to have to probably get a C-clip just to be sure, you know, if I'm vacuuming and I knock the shell, that she doesn't fall to the ground. But very good balance for the figure itself. So yeah, nice necklace and everything. The skin tone is really good. No problem there. If you saw my Hilder review, Gold Hilder, you saw that I didn't enjoy the skin tone as much, but this is really well done. Nice details, the necklace, everything. In the back, yeah, okay, she has a, you know, big butt. So this is molded in. You can't remove the underwear. Thank God, because pretty sure that we would have seen some nasty pictures. So now I'm gonna remove the head, remove the thing so that you can see the rest of the figure. But I mean, I'm not a big fan of displaying my figures half naked. So, hold on.
For there is one thing you lack. One gift that only you can bestow between our people. Peace.
So before I put the head back on, because it's kind of hard, and I just want to show. So this is with the without the clothes. So, you know, the design of the abs and everything. The breasts, of course, you have nipples. I mean, it's Frank Frazetta. You know, his women looked like women. There's no other way to say it. And apparently they were based on his wife. So yeah, but I don't know if that's confirmed, but could be. Maybe, yeah, just put the head back on. It's really tight. Hold on. Now, I guess it gets easier after a while. So you have a full head rotation, but the hair gets in the way. She doesn't look up, but she looks down. No problem. She has a chest crunch, backward, forward, no waist rotation. I'm used to that with Transformers, but I guess for these figures, you don't need it. If the hair is not in the way, you can get a full Ferris wheel from the arms. You have a rotation at the elbow. Oh, yeah. The hair wants to move out once in a while. The joint, you can get the arm up to here. Maybe more, but I don't want to risk it. It bends. You have articulation at the hands. Hold on. You have a rotation because of the joints, and then you have to look where the thing, but you do have slight movements. You can get a Johnny Cage out of that because of the way that she's. Oh well, maybe she's a little better than Gold Hilder. You don't get it, but it's pretty good. I'm not gonna do the full leg rotation because that's usually when the joints pop up. And then it's hard to reconnect. That's what happened with Gold Elder. I had to, play with it. I'm not going to do the knee bends, but they're there. But like I said, I'm super terrified of that. And you have the ankle, the toe tilt, and the ankle rocker. She has tiny feet. So, yeah. All right, let me pop her clothes back on. Before I put them on, these are soft, rubbery plastic. They look good, but, I have a tear. So, I guess it's just, or maybe that's a paint smudge. Yeah, I don't know. I think I see it on the other side too here. So, just be careful with that, because once it's broken, it's gone and done. Apparently, they're doing a re-release of Teegra, which will come with some extra things. Teegra and Darkwolf, so I don't know what those tiny things are going to be. I'm not going to buy a second figure, though. All right, let's pop the head. No, there we go. Man, that Pang moves a whole lot. So, there you go. Trying to rearrange everything. You're going to have to mess with that off camera to just realign everything properly. You have the spear that you can use. You can do a dual wielding pose, no problem. Looks good. You can give her the tree branch. Yeah. You have to move it a little bit because there's that thing here. Like it's a super tiny pin. You want to put that in between. There you go. In between the fingers, so be careful with that. And man, she stands really good for not flat foot. They did a good job there. And then if you remove this and then get the knife goes in fairly smoothly. Yeah, hold on, maybe if I can get it. I'm always afraid I'm going to snap a thumb or something. I'm not good at this. Anyway, I did it earlier. It works. I'm just trying to get the right angle. And you're going to have, if you play too much with it, I have to say you're going to have some paint smudge everywhere. That's too bad. But man, she looks good. She's not really menacing right now, but you can put her in some pretty feisty pose. And if you want, you can remove that hand and give her... Nope. This one like that. Super tiny joint. All right, get rid of that. So she's being friendly right now. And can she do the petting? No, you have to sit her down, or man, I don't want to bend her knees. So anyway, she can pet the cat. So, you know, you can have fun with the figure. I'm going to look at some good poses online and try to get her on a nice pose on the shelf. Alright, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit and do some comparison with some other figures.
Necron, I extend my hand in friendship. I offer peace between our people. Will you not take my hand?
So here's Teegra and Shaitan with Kayne the Barbarian and Dark Wolf, both from the Icon Collectibles toy line. They all look amazing. All different mold, different skin tone, and it's all done perfectly, in my opinion. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you did, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, and share. Leave a comment. Love reading those. Keep coming back. I have them on the way. And remember that nothing in life gives the right to be an asshole. Take care.